I've seen comments where people say they're surprised that Doris left the show. And I'm just going to say one thing. Did you guys vote? That's honestly what it is. It's not about talk or conversation or whether this person is doing this or whether this person is. At the end of the day, it boils down to did you guys vote? Because voting is what actually keeps the housemates in the house.
The Indomie pepper soup flavor, chicken pepper soup flavor, mirrors a lot of spicy moments in the house. For example, apart from Isabella and Coin, spicy moments where, like, Doris has a lot of spicy moments where she was dragging the pots with Faith. Faith is another spicy housemate.
Yeah.
Which is, we don't always expect the men to be spicy, but Faith is one very spicy. When he won head of house on Monday, the first thing they said was, another week of shaggy.
Wahala.
And I love it.
Did you see when he was giving them the instruction?
Week 6 in the Big Brother Naija house was pure fire. For example, Imisi and Faith constantly clashed over right about anything. We had spicy moments from Jason J, Sultana, Coin, and Isabella. It's a lot of things. The housemate had the internet buzzing this week, and trust we'll be discussing it on today's show. My name is Elvis Christian.
And my name is OluDamee, and this is BBNaija Banter, probably brought to you by Porous and sponsored by Indomie. Let's dive into the drama.
All right, guys, as we've been having for, if you've been following the show, we have a special guest with us here in the studio. And thanks to Indomie for making us have reality TV royalty with us here in the studio. We have Adekunle.
Hi guys, thank you for having me.
No, don't do that humble thing.
No, but thank you for having me now.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. All right, so we have another, guest. Because we don't really know you, you'll be doing your introduction by yourself. Thank you very much.
Wow. Okay, don't worry. I'll blow very soon. You guys will know me.
No one can introduce you better than you.
All right.
Perspective.
That perspective, I'll go with that. My name is Ruth Abimbola, and it's a pleasure to be here. I'm an all-round media personality, and I'm happy to be here. I can't wait for us to, start talking about everything.
Same here too.
All right, so let's start with, Sunday's eviction. It's always nice to start with the eviction, right? A lot of people felt like, they didn't see this coming. One thing I like about this season is that it sounds very cliche to say, but every eviction, one person at least has gagged me. You understand? Gigi Jasmine leaving early gagged me. Doris leaving gagged me. Every week someone going home, I was always like, I expected you to, stay a lot longer. So is that something you guys, resonate with?
Definitely. I mean, I wouldn't say I was happy, or should I say I was happy about the fact that Victory had to leave with Gigi. So they should go outside and continue whatever they wanted to.
Or discontinue.
Continue or discontinue. So I was surprised that Gigi was evicted, but I was happy she went with
Victory. So let's talk about this past week's eviction.
I didn't see Doris's eviction coming at all. I knew Ivata was going to go home. Whether
she was a resident in the bottom.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I knew she was going to go home. Also, big so-so. I don't want to look like I'm supporting or I'm rooting for anybody. But then, for me, I felt like So-so was doing too much in the house. Especially judging by the fight she had with the housemate, telling them not to make noise. They are not kids. They are not children. You cannot be telling people how to live their lives on a reality TV show. So that kind of pissed me off. And then the other issue she had with Day. So I just knew that she was going to go home sooner or later. But then Doris...
You didn't expect that from Doris?
At all.
All right, so let's hear.
All right, I'll go last.
Anyways,
I have a different perspective to all of this.
All right.
Okay.
I saw everybody going out of the house. I mean, what are you doing in the house? For me, Doris was not really. Yes, Doris wasn't really doing anything aside the love thing for me, in my
I
own
think
opinion.
she was distracted by
the
that love thing.
I don't think
Though
so.
she reminds me of a friend. She has the mannerism of my friend. But aside that,
Do you like this friend?
I don't really like Doris like that. Sorry.
Wow.
Exactly. So let's
I don't
unpack
like
that. So she reminds you of your friend. Do you like this friend?
I do.
But you don't like Doris.
Not really. I don't like
This
Doris.
friend.
But if she acts like your friend, there should be some,
Yeah.
It's just
level
the
of
body,
grace that
the
you-
bum bum,
No, but
the
why
eyes.
does she like
That's
Doris?
all.
not the mannerism.
I think the way she talks, I think she had like one or two altercations with some people in the house, and I'm like, this girl, I don't really fuck with her.
On the other hand, I like Doris for entertainment value in the house. I feel like Doris is one of
Entertainment value.
to me, yes. I feel like Doris was one of those housemates that I feel like if she does not like something, she would say it and not wait till Sunday.
No. I totally disagree with that. That's
my
okay. Your
opinion.
perspective.
Yeah, because I like Doris because she's very feisty, she's very catty, she's very, she will sit around and gossip. I like that. It's one of the reasons why I watch the show. I like those people that I don't expect you to be positive the whole time. Give me a villain arc sometimes.
Can I ask you guys a question?
protagonist.
Please
How
don't.
many of you voted?
Man,
So,
I've
You can raise your hand. It does not have any way to verify.
I did not.
No, but so,
carry your leg.
so this is what I've realized. right?
Yeah.
And I'll touch on what you said. You said someone was doing the most. Big so.
Yeah.
Literally, when they wake up, that's the first thing they see.
Yes.
Do the most.
This thing is written
Oh,
there.
really?
They are
Really?
supposed to do the most.
Ebuka even said
So,
it.
one of the reasons why I said my perspective is different is this is the first time I'm actually properly sitting down to watch
The
Big Brother.
show.
And I'm doing it because I didn't really have the opportunity to when I went into the house.
Hmm.
The 1 year that I could have probably watched, I went
All
back again.
stars, yeah.
So I'm seeing a lot of things happen now and it's making a lot of sense. Most of the times when I'm tweeting about it, because I've actually been tweeting about this show this season,
Yeah.
a lot of people misinterpret what I say.
Mm.
I didn't understand at first, but I had a conversation with somebody and I realized that I'm always coming from the perspective of an ex-housemate.
Mm.
Meanwhile, the fans just want to watch for
Watching.
being a fan and
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I
enjoy
get
the
that.
delusion.
I get
There are so many things that you would see about a housemate's mannerism that you wouldn't like. But you're failing to realize that every single person in that house is playing a game. So you guys are seeing people be friends. If you look at it, you're all supposed to nominate each other and there's supposed to be one winner.
Mhm.
You're not supposed to go there to make friends. So
I
even
agree.
some of the friendships that most of the fans say, oh, my bromance or my cis man, there's more to
Like
it.
siblingship.
It might be strategic,
And that's okay.
honestly, because it's a game at the end of
At
the
the
day.
end of the day.
I've seen comments where people say they're surprised that Doris
I
left
was
the show.
surprised.
And I'm just going to say one thing. Did you guys vote? That's honestly what it is. It's not about talk or conversation or whether this person is doing this or whether this person is. At the end of the day, it boils down to did you guys vote? Because voting is what actually keeps the housemates in the house.
Okay, so now, Elvis, you said something that she was entertaining to you.
Yes.
How you are kept in the house is by people's votes,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So if people like what you are doing and if you are truly entertaining, that's the value people want to get on this show. We all know that Big Brother is an entertainment show. So if they don't find you entertaining, you will be evicted. So you can't blame people
Some
for
people
not
have-
voting.
I disagree with that.
I
angle.
don't say this. I don't mean this in a bad way. Like I'm not throwing shades, but some people have slept to the finals.
Yes.
People like the fact that they just slept.
It happens on every reality TV format.
So you can't.
People can like you
Yeah.
for your face.
You honestly
can
can
like
say
you for your
somebody has
fashion.
to be a noisemaker. Somebody has
Yes,
to be a
exactly.
this,
And
but
that's not fair.
It's
Yeah.
honestly all about voting.
Yeah.
A group of people say, you know what, I like this person
you
for what
and you're
this person
staying.
is doing, and I'll keep this person in the house.
That's literally
Okay.
it.
That's all it
Because
is.
in terms of, if you ask me, in terms of entertainment value, what is entertaining to Dami might not be entertaining
That's
to
my
me.
point.
relative
Yeah.
and
To me.
subjective.
You understand?
yeah.
So that's how it works. It just people when I came online and I didn't watch the day they went in. I was watching it on Twitter because I was outside. I was a lot of things I was seeing on my screen was coin is winning. I went to look for who is this guy? I went to his Instagram. I was like, oh, this guy is the guy that everyone has chosen. Mind you, Coin hasn't even said a word in the house. Coin was
As
on
at
his
that
way
time.
into it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People can love you for whatever reason.
I get
It
that.
can be beautiful, and that's the reason. All right, so talking about that, let's piggyback off of that, right? A lot of people online are every week, I think since week 1, apart from the week that she was head of house, everybody would always say Tracy is going home this week. Why? Even Ebuka tends to read it when he's reading tweets every live show. People are always like, why is she there? Why is she there? Why do we think Tracy is lasting this long despite, seemingly public disapproval of her stay?
I know exactly where, and I just found out last night.
Oh, wow.
Let's unpack that.
So apparently, and I'm saying this because when I came out of the house, I kind of interacted with my fans a bit.
Oh.
I like community.
Mhm.
So I don't really understand how voting works till today, but I know that people come together and they rally around and then their materials they use and all those things and they use it to vote for you. I think yesterday it came out that Tracy used to be an Erica fan.
Erica,
Interesting.
2020, right?
Yeah,
Lockdown, yeah.
And it would make sense. And honestly, I love Tracy now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd been saying it before because before then, people didn't really used to talk about Tracy. Then she won Head of House. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yes, let's go.
Perfect timing.
Let's start paying attention
Sorry,
to
you said you love Tracy. Is
No.
it because you found out that she used to be an Erica fan, or
No, because she went into the house prepared. Tracy knows exactly what she's doing.
by being an Erica fan?
So, again, that's why I said I interacted with my fans. I don't really know how the voting thing works, but I know that that's their area of specialty. If you've done this for somebody who has gone on the show,
Oh, you
and
now
many
know
years after you can see that this person
how
has
it works.
built a successful trajectory, you know exactly what it entails to
I
keep
feel
somebody
you.
in the house for as long as you want. And if she was that deep into her fan base, oh no, she's going to be there for a while.
Yeah, because
She doesn't even need to do anything.
the thing is that when people
She's
talk
very prepared.
when people talk strategy, they always think that your strategy has to be for inside the house.
Yeah.
You could now that I'm here, because this is news to me, this is a very good strategy that works for
Very
outside.
well prepared outside.
a very
Because
big
again,
news.
I love
it
that
is
for
votes that keep people
In the
in the house. No matter if you like dance
No,
at
I
logo
get
from
it.
here to tomorrow, if they don't vote, they don't vote.
I even
I
like
get
Tracy.
I like
love
no.
her.
Honestly, she has not been entertaining to me, to be very
What do
honest.
you-
And
what do you
when I said
mean by
I
it?
was shocked Doris left the house, I expected people like Tracy to leave the house.
Why?
That's why I said I was shocked. In case you're wondering why I said I was shocked Doris actually left. Because if you're
Stand
talking
on
about
business.
entertainment, I would still go for Doris a bit because of the drama she was giving us, talking about people and
So is
unable
that
to like
entertainment
say
when
it
you're
to
talking
their
about other
faces
people?
and all of that.
Being, is that what you call entertainment?
Not like
It's
I
valid
don't.
if
I
that's
barely-
entertainment to
I
you.
barely-
No, I just want to know. It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not even. Let's leave entertainment for now. I barely see her doing anything aside from winning the HOA she won the other time. What else has she done?
So
I will still pick her over Doris because she's not toxic. Period.
oh, I'm not saying. That is
All right, I
toxic.
feel like if we flow Tracy
I don't like
versus-
toxic people as well, but I just want you to be doing things in the house. Like,
Just give you something
I
to
don't-
look at.
Do you get
I
like
get that.
why are you in the house?
you know
Let me
what? One
see
thing I
that
like
you're
about
doing
this
things.
season is the fact that the nomination is not people are going to come together and mention somebody's name. Everybody's up. So it's good that everybody's standing at the same time. You are
So
gauging who
Tracy
he-
did
yeah.
beat Doris.
because if what's it called
Tracy.
exactly, if it had to be a case of we're going to mention, and people ended up not mentioning Tracy, people would say, "Oh,
It's because she was
yeah,
not up.
because exactly."
But she has been up.
So I like she's literally been up with every other person. They haven't given her
Yeah.
immunity. She hasn't maybe apart from when
Well,
she
it
was
was
head of
head of
house,
house.
but she
Which
stayed
she
this long.
worked for.
And that's somebody who was prepared. And I'm saying this because when I went into the house the first time, I wasn't prepared. I didn't know anything about going into the house. I like people who know exactly what they are doing. They
They're
know where they are
doing.
going, and they are well prepared for that.
This one, I'm
Amazing.
not
Alright.
a fan of anybody like this.
All right, let's dive into more takes here. We have Sultana and Jason J's steamy moment on the bed. What do you guys think about
I mean, it was on a mat because they're doing that. There are no bare minimum things. They kind of did it on the floor.
Oh, on the mat.
Yeah, it was on the
Okay.
floor.
What do you guys think about it?
I'm gonna say one thing. What I think about this situation is that it's something I expect from the show. It's not something I would do, but it's something I would watch. Right? If you put 29 adults in a room, that I heard a lot that like, oh, it's really cold, right? Can you confirm that? The house is really cold. And when you are cold, you need warmth. If you put 29 adults, sexual things are bound to happen.
Hot tea can give you warmth now. She hot tea no fit give you warmth.
It was the bare minimum week. They didn't have all those amenities. If you wanted water, you would boil it.
I want to hear what you have to say.
You know, so it was something I liked, and I don't care if you disagree.
So I was having a conversation with someone the other time and about Isabella issue that happened the other time with Kahikomi. And somebody was like, no, you should expect things like this on the show. And from my perspective, I was like, for the sake of your child outside the house,
Why is your child
you
watching
should
the show?
try to like avoid doing some things, right? So, and I asked the person, are you saying that for this person to be doing this thing, if you go into the house, you are going to do something like that as well? Now, Elvis, you said that you are not going to do it, but you will watch it. That means you know that to an extent,
No.
it's not really like
I disagree.
a
That's not
good
what I'm-
thing
that's not what
per
I'm
se.
saying.
Okay, what are you saying?
Elvis Christian, that is me. I'm seeing it now because it's easier to see it from outside. When I'm in the house, I don't know who I'll see. What if there's a short, dark-skinned girl in the house that will make me change? But I'm not saying I would not.
Dark-skinned girls?
Well, hit me
Okay.
up. anyways, what I'm saying,
You will do it.
there is a possibility. But now I'm speaking as Elvis sitting on this chair, hosting this show. I wouldn't.
But
if
you
I'm
get
in,
into
it
the
can
house.
happen. But
Okay.
the reason why I'm saying I wouldn't is because I like intimacy. I don't like. I would not go. I would not do a threesome. I like intimacy one-on-one with us in a bed, alone, closed doors, dark lights if possible. At least blue or yellow
All
or
right.
red, if you know
No
what I mean.
You know
problem.
what? I'm just going
But you know what I mean?
I'm just going to jump in.
I like
I'm just going
intimacy.
to, I'm just going to jump in.
Jump in, please. Jump in.
First of all, a lot of people that watch the show are very hypocritical.
Damn.
Second
think
of all,
so too.
there is absolutely nothing wrong
so
with two people who like each other and decide to get intimate. Absolutely nothing.
On national TV,
Thirdly, the show is rated 18 for a
It's
reason.
international TV.
it doesn't matter.
It
Like
absolutely does matter.
I don't know how to explain this thing to
Fourth,
people.
when you were
honestly.
giving your explanation, you said it. What is it? Nobody here is a child. And I think this is part of what the issue is. We are so, as a culture, we don't talk about things that involve our everyday lives. There's nothing wrong with talking about nudity. In case you guys don't know, all the housemates see each other naked.
Exactly.
In case you don't know. So you cannot be in a house with somebody that you see without clothes almost every day and you're not attracted to the person. It's not going to work. They did not commit any sin. Not Isabella, not Sultana, not Koyin, not JCJ. None of them
They are,
did anything.
they are all for
because-
consenting at
if
the
you
time.
guys say so, but
No, it's not even a matter of if you guys say so.
I
agree
thought
with you
JCJ
guys.
has a girlfriend outside the house.
Exactly, I was going to talk about that.
Did you watch
I
his
heard-
entrance?
See.
Did you watch his entrance?
Please answer his
Did
question.
you watch his entrance? No. So this is so. I'm going to say
guys.
something, right? I don't really get into a lot of arguments because what people do is they nitpick. They pick something from the middle and they make an entire.
No,
I'm not saying you.
There's been a
I'm not saying
conversation
you.
about it online.
Exactly. That's why I asked if you watched his entrance video.
So what happened in his entrance video?
He never made mention of him having a
girlfriend.
girlfriend. I don't know Jessinje personally, so I
Yeah.
can't speak to what his strategy is. But my thing is, when he talked about his girlfriend, it was when he was talking to Sultana.
Yeah.
And he
And
was
they
pretty
did.
much saying that, you know what, this is the reason why
I'm
I can't
holding
go
back.
forward.
Yeah.
Which, again, everybody in the house is playing a game.
Which could be a strategy.
If it is his game, it works fine for him because, again, this is somebody who knows himself and he's trying to restrain himself from.
Put some grounding
But
somewhere.
then,
Getting
again, the way the
attached.
house is, it's not possible. This is
But now this
emotional.
happened
That's
after
what
I
I'm
told
saying. This is what I'm
somebody-
saying. It's not possible. You can't go on a show like Big Brother and expect to have moral high ground. It's not going to work. The house
Okay.
is designed.
Okay,
There
let
is
me ask
literally
actually
pressure
a Thursday,
cooker.
there's a Thursday party
Let me
that
ask
you are
you this
expected to wear a
question.
bikini.
Let me ask
It's
you
not a
this
place to
question.
play who is more moral than each other.
I'm not even let's
But
forget
kudos to
let's
Tracy
forget
Sha.
morals now.
Because she
How
has
I
been holding
see
herself.
how
up.
I see the house is you are in a relationship. For those who claim to be in a relationship in the house, you're in a relationship and let's leave the house aside now. And you see other girls. Are you saying that the way I see Big Brother right now is you not being able to stay committed to your partner? Because the fact that you're exclusive to somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody doesn't mean that you're not going to see other girls or other guys that are
I'd lived with somebody who was in
finer
an
than your
open
guys.
relationship.
No, I'm not talking
Exactly,
about.
that's what I was
Are
headed
you saying that the
towards.
housemates are in open
So
relationships?
this
You don't know they are
no.
not.
So I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this.
So if you're
I'm gonna
unable
say
to keep
this.
yourself in the house, it means that you are cheating on your partner
Can I say
outside the
something?
house.
Can I
That's
say
my
something?
own ideology.
Can I say something? Honestly, it is nobody's business what anybody decides to do with their relationship. Right?
Okay.
Honestly,
I agree.
if they have partners and they come into the house and they decide to mess up, that's between them and their partner. That's something
Right.
that they're
Follow
going
the
to sort
agreement
out.
that they
Right.
It's a, look, for everybody watching the show, right? There's 150 million naira at stake.
stake.
and a life-changing opportunity.
If really and truly they have a partner, when they win the money is 75. If the money ends up getting to 150 anyway, you know.
At this
But
point.
we can't, again, we shouldn't be too judgmental. The only, again, I tweeted this some days ago. The only sin I think Big Brother housemates commit is actually coming on the show to entertain Nigerians. Because when we say we want people to entertain us in their own capacity, because you need to remember, these are also just regular human beings like me and you who just had an opportunity at fame and they
They
took
took their
it.
9 to 5.
Everything that they would know about the show, they will figure it out when they come out of the house. They are learning everything as it's going. Also, there's an entire process that cuts their interaction with human beings before they get into the show. So a lot
Yeah,
of
I
them,
heard about that.
So a lot of them are trying to remember and refigure things out as it is happening. But the house is not going to give you breathing space. You wake up, there's this annoying alarm sound, you go straight into the arena, you are reading brief, you have to change, Big Brother is playing music, you don't get shut out. So your brain is not even resting enough to allow you calculate. At some point, relationship will be the least of your worries because you're thinking of what am I going to do to get people to talk? What am I going to do to win the money at the end of the day? So I don't think we should really be judging people's relationships like that.
I interviewed Gigi Jasmine, and one thing she said that stuck with me is that there is not enough time to actually sit back and
Relax.
process. She was like, you wake barely any sleep. You're sleeping by 3 a.m. The alarm is off by 6. You are sprung into action immediately. If you're not a morning person, the system doesn't care.
Is it a penalty for sleeping for too long in the house?
There's no
Guess
penalty,
what?
but people come
Guess
out and say,
what?
oh, you've been sleeping too much.
You can't know. It takes 21 days to form a habit. If you do the same thing for 3 weeks in the house, you're done.
Man, I feel for them.
Do you know what I found out recently that shocked me?
If I don't sleep, I can't function.
In the rule book, it was actually stated that you can use the pool when it's not covered. But in my season, nobody entered the pool when it was opened. These guys have been in the pool
Steady.
back. And I'm just like, nobody actually told us that we couldn't use the pool. We were just afraid to use it. And we're just waiting for the first person to do it. And
That's
like,
pretty much.
if you do it well, you're going to get in trouble. So the house has a way of limiting you from doing things that you would do on a normal day.
Yeah.
Because of the rules. And
Because I doubt Faith or Emisi would argue over bread in real life. I doubt that. I strongly
nobody
doubt
would.
Actually,
I'll tell you,
Yes,
something, I'll tell you
I don't
something
think so.
interesting. In All Stars, me and Neo almost got into a fight. And
Over
it was
bread.
because of a bottle of alcohol.
I don't think they would do that in real life.
No.
We were going back and forth and I said, Alpha Neo. Now go with the fight. And we just started laughing.
Exactly.
So there are certain things that will happen in the house. And I've seen fans take things like that and make it into something that's
Very serious.
Not that
But
deep.
the way the house is wired, right? You might be beefing with somebody this morning. In the afternoon, so you're on the same team.
For a task. And
You have to
say
work
nice,
together.
My
As
party
a
of life.
team.
You have to work
You have to
together.
say nice
to
things
win.
about each other.
If you guys go through that process, whatever beef you had in the morning, there's a possibility that it would have
Settle it.
fizzled out.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't think fans should be holding beefs as serious.
Deep, or
and
even
it's-
these spicy moments.
Enjoy
Yeah.
the show for what it is, entertaining value. If you don't think somebody is entertaining, that's fine. You don't have to comment on it. Find the person you think is entertaining and
pour your
enjoy
energy into
that.
it.
Like, I feel like we've lost the spicy moments of the show. The elements that actually make the show interesting. I blame the fans. I think the fans have a lot to do to that.
All right, let's talk about Isabella and Kaiku. Ever since he left the house, Isabella has drastically moved on. And now there was a clip I saw where Isabella and Koi were doing some.
Fellatio.
I don't want to put a name to it, but what you guys think?
Why don't you want to put a name to it? This is what I'm saying.
I don't wanna put a name to it.
Dami
is very conservative.
Yeah. No, Dami is very understandable.
church girl.
When Dami does that, I understand.
Fair enough.
Logic Nation.
You guys are going to make me defend my guys. By my guys, I mean my colleagues, right?
Okay.
So, if you're in a situation with somebody,
Yeah.
close friend even, and this person leaves the house, it's going to affect you, right? You're going to have your down moments.
Which she did.
It was just only for that day.
No.
No.
So-
She talked
it was
about
for
it.
him.
So it would affect
with
you
some
because
other people.
what happens is making friends in the house is not easy. Connecting with people is not easy.
Right.
Some people kick it off in the first week. Some people it happens in the 10th week,
Yeah.
right? But while all of that is happening, if you're one of the people that doesn't have friends, you're going to feel isolated, and it can affect you. Because this is one person that amidst all this chaos, you found your safe space, your person in that it can weaken you. So that's probably what happened with Isabella. But when you have your diary session with Big Brother and you talk to Big Brother will remind you why you're here, that you came alone. So, and housemates are always trying to figure out what Big Brother is saying. Like, what secret message is it telling me? The reason why housemates lose weight is because their brain is always functioning in that house. Like, it's mental gymnastics.
And I'm trying to lose weight, so.
So you want to go there to the house?
So maybe she's just like, whatever Kaikom is doing on the outside, depending on the agreements they had when they were together in the house, he would probably still hold his end of the bargain. I don't know if they plan to continue what they had. I don't know if they plan to call it quits, but she's inside the house.
And that is her now.
She has a son, as you've said.
Right.
That's her most important person in the house. Whatever it takes, She would build new connections. She would make new friends. I don't think we should just hold her and limit her and say, because you are with Kaikumi, we expect you to be that way. It's okay for her to gravitate towards other people and like other people. And again, there's nothing wrong with anything they did.
And
I can see Dammy's face now.
The thing is with me is that I like to hold people by their words and take their words very serious. When Isabella walked into that house, the Friday was a Saturday.
Seductress.
She said it.
No.
She
just walked in.
She walked in. No, I know. When she was introducing herself, when they were done, she said, "I am waiting for the men to come in. This house is cold. I need someone to hug me. I need someone to cuddle." She said it with these words. Isabella is someone who has been very unapologetic about how she's very confident and into her sensuality. She's someone who is a very sensual, but she says it herself.
She's a seductress.
Yes.
Right.
What do you expect? She's going to
What
seduce.
do you expect? She's going to seduce.
It seemed-
The thing is that if she had come in and said, "Oh, I'm a good girl," or if she's shaming any other person for doing it, I will get
Like
the out.
Sultana.
Exactly.
I will get the outrage. But so Isabella has never told anybody that she's a saint or that she's coming here to appease, your religious fantasies or your moral high ground. She has always said it that don't judge, don't look at me with those lenses because you would not see me fully. And when I saw Coin and I saw this on Twitter, Coin and Isabella, I just read, who are the people? It's Coin and Isabella. I was like, oh, okay. Because I was
yeah.
surprised.
Can I say something?
Again, no, sorry, before you say
I was
again,
surprised.
I'm going to defend the housemates, right? You see what we watch and it looks like it's black and white and we're seeing what's happening. For the housemates, the room is pitch black.
Pitch black.
They can't even see themselves. So I'm guessing at that point in time, they don't expect that anybody is watching. And I'm saying this because a lot of people will come and say, oh, they are doing this on national TV. They're expecting that two consenting adults are doing something that requires a private moment, which is why they are under the duvet. They are not exposing themselves to you.
Even if they were.
So they're also expecting that, look, if this is happening, it's not going to be shown. So it's not like anybody goes into the house and they're like, you know what, I'm going to give you guys some waist movements. And no, that's not what the case is.
Waist movements?
The experience inside the house is completely different from what the viewers get to watch. So again, you guys should ease off with the judgment.
Okay.
Say what you want to say.
Okay, so she came into the house saying she is a seductress. For somebody like Sultana, if Sultana said this earlier, what Isabella said, and she went to kiss Koi and then kissed someone else, I would have no, I'm talking about Sultana.
Sorry.
I won't have a problem with that. I think the reason why people are having a problem with Isabella moving on right now is because she seemed to kind of like be exclusive with Kai Ikumi in
You
the
are
house.
projecting exclusivity on
I'm
her.
not
They never
projecting it.
went exclusive.
When Kai Ikumi was in the house, he was the only guy that she was always around. So if you claim to be a seductress,
She slept on Kibobo's bed.
Like,
Wait now.
no, Isabella.
What else did they do aside from sleeping on Kibobo's
We
dream?
don't know. They
don't
didn't
know.
show us.
So
Because they did not show us.
if you said you are truly a seductress, I expect you to be doing what Sultana is doing in the house.
What
Kiss
Sultana
this
is?
one,
So Sultana is a
kiss that one,
seductress.
kiss that one, kiss that one, kiss that one. And
no,
she
Abba,
only
no.
I will not allow a Sultana slander here.
Because you are supporting her.
Yes, I like Sultana, but no, that's not.
So
no,
that's
let's
my own
no.
definition of.
No, Sultana
That's
did
why
not
people think
kiss
she's
here and here,
exclusive
here and here, here and here.
to
Initially,
Kai
it
Ikumi.
was Coin.
Coin, yeah.
Right. And after Coin, it's been who else?
Now she's crushing on Bright Morgan.
As she should. Is
Who
it
said-
fine?
I
What are we
expect
talking
you to be
about? We're
going
talking about
for them
Sultana.
the way you went for Kai Ikumi.
Oh, you're talking about. I'm confused.
Isabella right now.
Isabella wants to. If Isabella wants
Isabella
all
is
the
having
men-
fun.
Yes, let the
There's
girl
nothing wrong with
live.
that.
Let her
She
live,
should
please.
leave, but okay, it is what it is.
Isabella is playing her own game, but I do not like the game.
All right, guys. So still on spicy moments, let's have a taste of Indomie flavors. Thank you. Obrigado.
Are they going to give us the recipe as well?
Oh, please.
Thank you so
I'm pretty sure they have
much.
their own special way of cooking it.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So right about now, let's dig in.
Are we supposed to eat?
Let's dig in.
I already beat you to it.
I love my hair.
For the person who puts the boiled egg, yeah, thank you for the protein intake.
Man, I remember when I used to take this to school every time.
You can never get tired of Oriental noodles
Why?
because it's the best.
I mean, if you've been following the show, you can know my favorite flavor is the crayfish noodles because to me, it feels very homely. It reminds me of, I'm a very Igbo boy. I like a little bit of culture in my food.
Interesting.
And crayfish, like they always drag us Igbo people. Like if we put crayfish in everything, I put crayfish in my own noodles. My Indomie.
Do you like just the crayfish or you like mixing it up?
I like to mix it up, but crayfish must be the
It stands out.
Inside.
It stands out.
If I'm buying 5, because I eat a lot, if I'm buying 5,
Okay, so I'm having the pepper soup flavor, and I don't know. A lot of people say I look like a Yoruba girl, but then I'm
You're not.
Edo
You're not?
Yoruba.
Genuinely,
No,
I'm not.
I'm not saying
No.
Yoruba.
Are
you
Okay,
like-
my mom is Yoruba, my dad is Edo.
yeah, so you like
So
spicy.
We're all the
I
same.
love very, very, very spicy food. And that's one thing I like about this pepper soup, flavor. As an Edo Yoruba girl that I am, even though some people try to force me
it
into
on
the
you.
Yoruba tribe, leave me alone. I'm not
Talking
Yoruba.
about like spice, right? The Indomie pepper soup flavor, or chicken pepper soup flavor, mirrors a lot of spicy moments in the house. For
Right.
example, apart from Isabella and Coin, spicy moments where like Doris has a lot of spicy moments where she was dragging the pots with Faith. Faith is another spicy housemate.
Yeah.
Which is, we don't always expect the
even talk about
men
it like
to
that.
be
That's true,
spicy,
that's
but
true,
Faith is
that's
one very spicy. When he won head of house on Monday, the first thing they said was, another week of shaggy.
Wahala.
And I love it.
Did you see when he was giving them the instruction? You will listen to my instruction.
Yeah, that's
If you
a true
do this,
spice
you
man.
like don't do this. So
I
come
love
on,
it.
man.
But you know what the highlight is?
Come change
Yeah.
your
The
battery.
housemates actually like Fit.
I don't think so. Not
They actually like it.
I would say.
I want to see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
They actually like Fit.
Let's hear you
Yeah.
out.
There was something that happened at the Saturday night party.
Mm.
They
they
played
brought
a
him to
song
the middle.
and they said firm. They actually like him.
Yeah.
If you say they actually like him, I don't think it's everybody. Some might like
Trust me.
him.
Do you know why the house actually likes him?
Mm-hmm.
I think that because if you notice, he's also friends with them. I see when he has heavy heated moments with housemates,
And then it goes back to
everybody goes back to
iron it out.
community.
Yeah.
If there's somebody that they isolate, they wouldn't welcome them. You can tell that there's housemates that they've isolated. But Faith is not one of them. They actually like him, even though he's a bit of an authoritarian. Some people actually like that he's able to still put the house in order. The thing he did with the battery, fantastic. I love it.
Same here.
Come and pick your battery by yourself.
I don't know why I never thought. I loved it. And because it's the truth. Why should I be coming to look for you to give you a battery? If you want them
Your
to
battery.
hear you, do your thing. And it makes so much sense. And guess what? I imagine all the head of houses afterwards
Following that
Following.
too.
because it just makes sense.
Let's talk about the Indomie Oriental fried noodles.
I think it takes an intelligent person to use vegetable to cook. And I love the veggies in these noodles, which relates with faith. That is
Very smart. I was wondering where you were going with the intelligence
Clapping.
and the vegetable.
Clack it, clack it,
I was wondering where you were going with that,
clack
but
it.
okay, it landed.
I would have
Now
said,
I feel like having yours now.
no, you should be on my snap. That's where I do a lot of my cooking thing. But I would have honestly said Oriental kind of reminds me of Helma Lawson. She gives me Oriental vibes.
I see what, especially with her
You see-
outfits.
you get it.
I get
She's very
Classy.
Sophisticated.
Yeah.
I think that's more the word.
actually no, she's very Oriental.
Clock it.
Clack, clack, clack.
Clock it. Yeah.
And they're calling for a reason.
Please.
Don't play.
Someone who is very Oriental, someone who is very sophisticated, like I was saying earlier, that goes a lot to Thelma. And I also think I would also lean a little to Dede as well.
Yeah, actually.
Like,
You
Why
think
not?
Dede is
so
sophisticated?
for
No,
for
definitely.
crayfish.
She already has fishes in the house, so
Hey!
Add it to your
That
Oriental.
makes sense.
Clack, clack,
That
clack,
actually
clack,
makes
clack,
sense too. True. Actually, yeah.
So you're dropping
I think that's the
me.
perfect. Dede
Yeah.
is the queen of the crayfish flavor.
I don't know,
Honestly.
Because she's the
Yeah.
biggest
Yeah,
fisher woman in the house.
Honestly.
the only fisher woman.
Only.
But she has lost her fishes, so
Has she?
guys.
All
I
she
don't
needs to do
think
is give them a
so.
crumb. Like all she needs is bait.
Exactly.
I think she's. I feel she's slowing down with the whole fishes narrative. I think it's getting to her, but all Dede needs is to just give bait.
She
you
still
know that
has access to them,
I
I think.
really love Dede's game.
I love it.
I love
I
it.
really love
I
Dede's
love
game.
it. I don't know about
I
other seasons, but
really,
I don't
really
think
love
I've
it.
seen someone play that type of card unapologetically.
Mm.
You understand? People try to do it, but they're like, it's not a game. But Dede is like, I'm doing it, and it's a game.
At the start of the show, she had 3 guys who
Found her
shared
interesting.
some form of affection
Mhm.
towards
Towards
her.
her.
Yeah.
And at every point in time, she's not, I think the most she's done with them is hug them.
Yeah.
What about the
And-
pegs with collar?
You can peck anybody. Now, that's not
That's how I greet
just,
people
you know.
these days.
No, no.
Mwah,
On the
mwah.
bed.
But guess what? Whatever that thing is, has been a major storyline this entire season.
Yep.
Honestly, no. I feel like the reason why it looks as if she's losing fishes now is because of that tiny, intimate moment she had with Kola. I feel like she should have just kept hugging them,
No,
not
well,
go as far as
I
lying on the
hear
same
you,
bed
but
with
you also
him.
need to look at it from the perspective of inside the house. I like this babe.
Mhm.
This other guy likes this babe. This other guy likes this babe. There's going to be friction among
Among
the
the
three
guys.
guys.
Yeah.
Mm.
For her, it would also kind of look bad because it would look like, is she just doing this as a game? If that's a strategy, it might be casting inside the house.
I guess.
So she would have to, reel in a bit, change tactics every now and then. I honestly wish a lot of the viewers can watch this from, look, it's a game show. It's an entertainment show. The housemates,
Try and be
they
objective.
have a
of some
mission.
sort.
Everything doesn't have to be agenda or narrative. Like, it is a game show and everybody is doing what they think is best to get them to the end, at the end of the day.
All right, so let's move on to our next line of conversation. Kai Kumi has been on X and has been dropping in, some comments here and there
I saw
that
that
we know.
video on TikTok.
We know is exactly. We know it's very directed towards Isabella. What do we feel about it?
I don't see the connection.
You don't think his
I've
If I say
I've
this
seen the
thing now-
tweets. I don't see how it correlates.
People will drag
to
me.
Isabella?
Yes.
If you can't moving on fast. I mean,
No, I get a sense that he's talking about what's going on in the house, but I don't see the why.
why? Right, I don't see the
I
why.
don't see the
either,
why.
yeah. Because I don't think they had. I don't even believe that they had a very, very strong connection from my perspective. But if he believes that they did and feels slighted by her moving on, he's in his right mind. He's in his right mind to feel hurt about it. If he is hurt about it, I think it's valid. But on Isabella's part, Isabella is living in the now instead of trying to hold on to a future she's not sure of. So it makes sense that she would move on. He never called her girlfriend. They never went exclusive in the house.
Why are you not looking at
Because
me?
you said it like they never went exclusive in the house. They just had a budding
Moments.
chemistry, exactly, physical attraction, and they did something based off of that.
Please, don't
I think
talk
for
about
me,
that physical attraction,
I
though.
would even say that if you say that you like somebody or you care about somebody, you shouldn't be saying things that would
Possibly harm their
Yeah.
game on the outside.
You
I
shouldn't
don't
be-
think
even
it's
if you
fair.
have strong issues
Wait.
again, you should wait. Because now both of you are in the same industry now. Yeah, like you understand what is at stake. So
Mhm.
you shouldn't be doing things that would make people start saying negative things about the
Because
said
it's very
person.
easy to speak bad on a housemate like Isabella for the fandom. It's very easy. So I feel like deliberately throwing her into the furnace is not the smart move to do if you really, really like her. But I understand if he's hurt, I get where.
And even if we try to justify it, what's the why? Like, what's the
Exactly.
why?
some people are territorial.
I think you should just rest a bit.
Honestly, if I
Move
say
on,
what I
guy,
want to say,
like,
what
life
is in
is
my
not
mind
hard.
now?
Okay, you know what? If
People
they
will
won't
start
say it,
dragging
I
me.
would give an advice. I think that, you might be feeling slighted and it's completely understandable.
Yes,
I would
valid.
advise that you wait until she comes out.
Yes.
And you guys
I-
can have a conversation.
It's not like it's a
Honestly.
saint.
Elvis, you spoke about physical attraction, and
What do you think? What
you
about
should
physical
not drag
attraction?
me. Oh. To be
Me, I
very
would drag you.
honest, judging by the other guys in the house, I feel like Isabella stood really low by going for Koikobi.
Hey,
And I had this
now,
conversation
wow.
with somebody before.
You know why I will
Because
not take that?
she's
Because I'm a man.
Have you seen? Isabella is a babe, like a spec.
So Kai Kumi is not
I
a
don't
thing.
know.
No,
It's not a hot
you're
guy.
talking about physical attraction. I
you
will
seen
not
Kai
go for a
Kumi?
man like Kai
So
Kumi.
what? It's not a hot
Hey.
guy.
I have other options in the house. Like,
No, but what
have
if
you
the other
guys
options
seen-
don't
have
like
you
you?
guys seen? They don't have
You're
to
not
like me.
considering
At
that.
least people know
You
that
said
I have a
Isabella
very high
going
taste.
for-
Like I have a very good
Eh,
taste.
but the taste has to materialize.
So now,
if
this is
it's
what happens
understandable.
when you stoop low. Those guys will start.
I
All
think
these
they're
things
like,
is
no,
dropping.
no,
and
no,
dropping.
no,
Look at
It's
them
very
now.
easy to say.
Not
It's
fair.
very easy to say my type. But are you your type's type?
type.
See,
Are you
I'm
your
a
type's
spec.
type?
Forget about it.
No, we're not
Okay.
disagreeing now, but are you your type's type?
I am my type style.
But also, Isabella did say she was having a conversation with one of the housemates, and she did say the reason why she gravitated towards Kaikomi, that out of all the guys in the house, he's the one that matched her sexual energy.
So now you can't say physical attraction.
That's the pain of physical
So you know
attraction.
what? I'm going to say something. No, I'm actually going to say something. I implore everybody who actually loves the show to actually watch the show. and don't take bits online because you're going to miss a lot of the context.
I totally understand.
If you're not
you.
watching
And
the
I
show, you're
feel
missing
like-
half of the story.
I feel
More
like
than
the
half.
reason why they always have
Diary
different dramas during their reunion is because they now, when they come outside of the house, it's like they remove one veil and then they can now see clearly and they'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe I was with this person. I
It's
can't
not-
believe
it's-
and then they
it's-
now start beefing each other and fighting.
No, it's not that.
During
It's
the
the
reunion.
reason why there's a lot of drama towards reunion is an entirely different conversation.
It's 2 more weeks of relevance. Let's
Ha-
push
ha-
it.
Half of it is most of the people want to satisfy their fans because
Yep.
the fans have said do
Stand
X, Y,
on
Z.
business.
That's just what it is. But
If you guys say so,
no, I'm telling you, I'll give you an
No
example
problem.
now. And this is when I knew it. In my reunion, there were people that I had issues with right there. Like it was a back and forth. And the moment we finished, they were like, yo, bro, it's all love, no issue and everything. I couldn't believe it.
wow.
So that's when I'm just like, you know what?
You want to mention names?
No, I don't.
Okay, cool.
There's no point taking anything to heart.
All right, so let's move on to more interesting things. Emisi and Faith. What started as something people thought would be a ship?
Really?
Yes, even yesterday
She
during,
liked
even on
Faith.
Sunday during the live eviction, Ebuka asked one of the fans a question, and one of them said that their favorite ship, Emisi and Faith.
I think
I
shippers
don't
are
see
a
them
problem.
together.
I mean, I'm a shipper. I'm gonna lie. And
You're shipping them?
I love love.
From where to where?
My favorite show is on the planet.
I didn't understand it before,
Mm.
but watching these guys, I understand shippers
Shipping,
now.
yeah, it's
but
giving-
shippers are still a problem.
But I genuinely like Faith and Emisi coming together.
Mm.
Because I
don't
like
think
Faith.
they
I
can
like
ever come
Emisi. Faith is
together.
intelligent.
Can I please ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have they actually had a moment together?
They have.
kind
Like,
of.
have you actually seen them together that you think?
Yeah.
Emisi wanted to, I
yes.
think, kiss or peck him.
Eh,
and
Yeah.
That's not
just-
a, no, that's not
That's
a
not a
moment.
moment.
Like an interaction where you've seen them actually have
Show
a
affection
conversation.
of some sort.
Because this
I
is what will happen
haven't.
now. You people will create
haven't.
one, I like this person and you're not even sure if they would actually like each other.
I
Because
don't
now I don't
think
think
they
can
can
stand each
never
other.
like each other.
No, you
Even
can
if
never say
Emisi
never.
likes Faith.
I'm speaking from
They,
experience. Never say
they are
never.
in two different worlds. Like, what did you say?
I'm speaking from experience. Never say never.
Never say never, but they are in
Yeah.
two different worlds. Two different. Emisi is
Eh,
totally
but that's
different.
the
from
beauty
Faith,
of the house.
and
That's the beauty of the house.
It takes two
Forget
to
who you are
tango.
outside.
It's a leveler.
Exactly. Everybody comes here and we interact and we see how we can
Let's
make
see how it
work.
goes, Sha.
As a matter, I'm not shipping Faith and Emisi, right? But the fact that they clash a lot could be an indication of attraction.
I don't think
I'm not saying it is.
You're
clash
part of
might-
those
the
people
clash
that
might
say
be real.
when you say I hate
No.
you, it means I love you.
No,
The
that's
clash might
not
be
what
real.
I mean. That's not what I mean. I read a lot of romance novels, right? So there's a trope that Emisi and Faith fall on that perfectly, where they actually genuinely do hate each other, and something could materialize. So I'm
there.
giving you
That's
shippers.
more of Emisi capable.
Nah,
People say that.
Emisi said capable reminds of her ex. Does she want to go back to her ex?
I don't even see them together at all.
I wouldn't mind it too.
How are you guys
No, but
shipping
do you
these
know that?
people?
Honestly, I don't even think people should ship anybody.
Exactly.
I agree
Just
too.
enjoy
the
the
show.
show for what the show is.
I will
giving.
still shape.
I don't ship anybody.
But talking
Station.
about shipping, I love Kola and Emisi's shipping,
my
shipping.
goodness.
no, they are
Not
not
a
shipping. No,
ship.
they are
Sibling
brothers and
ship.
sisters. Oh, okay.
Sibling
Sibling.
But if you're speaking about Kola and Emisi, that's one dynamic I didn't see coming up in the show.
Honestly, and I really
I
love it.
absolutely
Like,
love it.
I really love it.
I absolutely
so
love Kola
much.
and Emisi.
So
I think
much.
I think it was a point where Emisi walked to Dede and was telling Dede like, "Oh, why are you stressing my brother out?" I like that dynamic.
Can I borrow your brother?
Yeah, exactly.
You know
I
what's,
like
you know
that
what's
dynamic.
interesting?
Yeah.
If both of them didn't fight each other,
Mm.
both of them are going to have a hard time in the house.
Yes, I
If
agree.
you actually think about it.
I agree.
Because Emisi has been isolated for the longest time. And when the other housemates were picking on her, Kola was there for her.
Yes.
So she's found her person in Kola. And when Kola needs to branch out from
yeah.
his situation,
He
goes
gets
to
to
her.
her. So I think they're both.
I
Emisi
mean, yes.
feeds him,
Yeah.
she's kind of like his sounding, but she gives him advice when he brings them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they didn't find each other, both of them would have cracked.
I also like in terms of the
True,
dynamic
true.
of their friendship. There's one thing. Someone's trying to. I feel the house are trying to poke at the friendship to find cracks in the walls.
So this is what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? Nobody came into the house with their sibling.
Exactly.
It was the last season that came in.
Okay, we're sibling. Exactly.
Brother,
So,
sister
yeah.
is not
Yeah.
a...
No, people-
if I was in the house, if I want to find out what's going on.
Exactly. I think it was Thelma Lawson that asked the question. Was like, "Oh, Emisi, what's Kola going to eat? Are you ready to cook what Kola wants? And Kola now cuts her in and says, I don't have any say into what I eat. Whatever Emisi wants to eat, she will give me. So it was just nice to see. I don't know if you get that
really love
deliberately,
it.
but like the housemates are trying to like find cracks, and each
Also-
time it gets to Emisi is
also-
blocking it.
From a game perspective,
It's very valid.
if you are looking at these two people that what they are doing is working, you're going to want to break it.
Right. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm
a
just saying for
valid
the other housemates, they might be
They are
looking
doing
at
the
it
right
and
thing.
these people are going for
we need to scatter this thing.
And it's a game.
It is. Yeah.
And it seems like Dede is trying to get herself involved in whatever it is going on between Kola and Missy.
I don't think she's doing it
I don't think
deliberately.
so. I
think
But
she
she
is.
just can't help but
You know,
be
she's
in the
friends
midst.
with Emisi and also friends with Kola.
Kola.
So I don't think she
forget
wants
it.
to come. Do you guys think this is helping Kola's game? This
I mean, it's a
friendship,
sky
this
blue.
sibling,
It is now.
siblingship.
I don't
It
think
is
it's
now.
helping. I don't think it's not helping.
Exactly. Like
I think it's
it's
just
good.
It's just there.
Yeah.
It's not adding. It's not because again, when everybody's up, Kola's fans will vote for Kola. Emissy's fans will vote for Emissy.
If you think these fans are saying, let me dump
nobody's
Emisi
sharing
and
vote.
vote for... They're not doing that.
Nah.
They are not doing that.
I really hope they continue their siblingship outside the
No, they will,
house.
they will.
Hopefully.
I look
They
forward
will.
to that.
All right, so let's move on to Zita. Zita is one. She's representation for us
That's my
Unilag
babe.
folks, right? When I saw Zita, she owned, because Unilag babe is oftentimes a quote-unquote slur. So she's someone that came in and was like, oh, I'm a Unilag babe, blah, 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 period. And I love that.
I really
So
love
Zita
it.
called out Sultana, Big Soso, and Doris for gossiping and, constantly gathering in cohorts, in groups to talk bad about other people. And a lot of people on the outside were like, oh, Zita, is really not your business, right? At the end of the day, mind the business that pays you. Like, why are you carrying Didi's matter on your head? Why are you taking Midi's fight as yours? People were dragging her. I, on the other hand, support Zita for it because I don't
totally
it's something I
support
don't
her.
enjoy.
Right.
Yes, and on the show, you are bound to gossip. You're bound to talk about other people. That's how life works. I agree. But the problem is whenever you're gathering, it's always something foul that is being said. That's what I don't like. So I like that Zita called it out because I've not seen
I
that happen
love
since
that
then.
girl.
You see, I saw the clip where, she was shouting, top of her voice that you guys are doing this, you guys are doing that. But then I feel like this is not your fight, right? It's not your business, in my own opinion.
She's a feminist.
In my own opinion, and don't come for me. It's my opinion.
I'm going to
please.
defend my guys.
Okay.
Please, it is not your fight. Like,
Okay.
focus on your focus.
Why do you say it's not her fight?
It's Dede's fight.
Yeah, but Dede doesn't know what's going on.
She was there. She
No,
was
Dede
there.
wasn't there.
She wasn't
wasn't.
aware of the kind
Yes,
of
they were calling her
conversation
Sand- they were
were
calling
having
Dede-
about her.
So they were calling Dede sandpaper nyash. Right? And Zita didn't like that. So that's what Zita was calling
What
out.
is that business?
If that's your
See,
friend,
for some,
Yeah, business.
if that's your friend,
I
then
Dede
defend
and
your
Zita,
friend.
because
are they really friends? Are they friends?
Do you know
Again,
they are not?
Again,
They were not
again,
friends. They are not
friends
again.
per
Zita
se.
and Tracy that
So-
are friends.
They are not friends per se, but
Let's-
they
let's-
talk.
let's
No,
hear it.
so I'll say
Okay.
this right. There are so many things that happen in the house that we don't get to see.
Right.
Dede and Zita might have a beautiful friendship that we might not know about because there's already a storyline that has been created,
I think
By
I
the
saw them
fans.
speaking one time.
and they're for sake of the show, they're going to
Fan
stick
service,
to that.
yeah.
They're going
yeah.
to stick to that.
Storylines.
You can't say that they're insulting somebody and because my name wasn't mentioned and everything. If that's just who Zita is as a person, just fighting for people, she's going to come out and say what she wants to say.
If it was Emisi, you would not say the same
For
thing.
somebody like me, I
This is
like
my
to fight
baby.
for people. Like I'm an
This is
activist.
my
I like
love.
to fight for people. So I totally support Zita because that's something that I would have done if I
And if
happened
the
to
three
be in the
ladies in
house.
question, if
And
they
my pain in all of this situation
soft
is the
was
fact
wrong.
that they can't go to this person and say this thing to the person's face. Why? And then when she was calling them out, they couldn't say anything. They were like, we weren't talking about you. Nobody was talking about you. Go to the person. You guys are living in the same house. Tell the person you have a sandpaper yash. Let the person do their worst.
A lot of people are not confident like
I
that.
don't like the fact that I don't know.
At least my own poetic justice for me was the fact that Zita was immune and 2 over 3 of her ops have gone home.
Exactly. It gives me so much
it
joy
was
that
just
Big
perfect.
Soso left.
I don't like to celebrate anyone leaving the house personally. I don't like to do that, but it was just nice to see Zita
I'm
sitting
happy.
down and them walking out of the house. It was just like,
Exactly.
oh, Zita probably feels
You
vindicated.
get-
I hope she doesn't feel vindicated and takes it to P. Like,
They
it's
could have
vote.
resolved their again. It's never that deep.
And at the same time, they could have
It's never
resolved
that
their
deep.
being. Yeah. All right, so let's move on to, just who do we think carried the show this week? Because I like to do something. The fans of the show already know this. I like to pick my faves per week. So this past week, who do you think is your fave? Who carried the show for you?
I think Emisi, from cooking for the housemates to the wager, she really tried with wager, and then the fight for Faith. It made me see the show to be more interesting this week. So I think it's Emisi. Yeah.
You want to go last? All right. Let's...
Okay, for me, because I like to fight for people, I would say Zita.
That Teresa story.
I'll say Zita and I'll say Emisi as well. And the reason why I'm saying Emisi is because during the issue she had with Faith, I like the fact that other housemates supported her.
Because they wanted food.
No, not because they wanted food. It just made it very obvious that she wasn't wrong, because that's not the first time she'll be having such a fight or a problem with people. And you don't see housemates coming out to fight for her. So it just shows that she was actually right. So she really carried the show.
What if they were not fighting with her, but they were sacrificing her?
I don't think they were, because people were like,
they all had a common enemy, and she...
Trust me.
No, I don't think so.
Me.
I don't think so.
Trust me.
Coming from the expert.
What you see housemates, it's a case of, if these two people fight, one of them will call a strike. One of them will go out. I don't like this person.
And somebody already
Make this
said
one go fight
Mrs.
her
very
for us.
smart and she knows what she's doing in the house. She's playing the game well.
I'm not even talking about Miss. I'm going from the housemates. They might
generally.
Nobody would want to outrightly come out and say, I don't like this person, or I have an issue with this person.
So it was a perfect...
So when they just see, they will just be adding fire that, you
but
people should do your
the
work so
way
you
Jason
can leave.
J and Culture were fighting for Emisi, I don't think it was because of an...
No, I'm creating that, but also the head of house he stressed everybody in the house out, so he deserves to be called out.
If you ask me, I know sometimes it feels like it's an Emisi fan club. It really isn't. The girl is giving. Because if you watch the show, the first 2 weeks, I wasn't really feeling her. I got to love Emisi. And for me, if the person that won this week for me was Emisi, the wager that her team won, Emisi single-handedly won that wager for her team. Emisi's fight with Faith was a huge highlight this week. Emisi's kitchen, at some point, the housemates were queuing up to eat from
really
washing.
like her food.
You know,
It was epic.
You know, Emisi did carry a lot of the entertainment on her shoulders this season. And again, it also feels like it's a Kola fan club with me, but also Kola. I like to see what he has with Emisi grow. Another person that's going up now is Thelma Lawson. I just like to look at her. On Sunday, she looked really good. And that's
very beautiful.
It's enough looking good is enough to have Elvis support you. So yeah. My three faves, Emisi, Kola, and Thelma Lawson. All right, so our Igwe was to go last. So right about now, tell us not necessarily who is your fave, who you think is,
this week.
Yeah, for this week, who carried the show for you?
I think it was an Emisi week as well.
Yeah.
Because there were interesting factors. And I tweeted about it, and people thought that, because I said this is an Emisi week, that means I'm not supporting anybody. Look, just like Indomie, you can have various flavors. You don't have to just stick to one. I like a lot of them in the house. And if you go through my timeline, you'll see that I've been talking about it. Yeah. Right? But also because I'm not talking about other housemates
doesn't mean you don't like
them.
Yeah.
Just everything is not fights.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, this week was a pretty interesting one for her. I mean, I wouldn't say her fight with Faith because it's bad. I would say, her interaction with Faith. That was something that stood out. With the bare minimum week as well, a lot of them didn't know how to operate the kerosene. A lot of them didn't know how to navigate.
Yes,
Emisi was
the one.
For the win.
Emisi was the one that actually came and helped out. Even if she necessarily cooked for everybody, she at least set up the whole kitchen stuff for them. And she did cook and everybody lined up. As you said, the wager as well. She really stood out with her performance. And the party as well.
The party was literally.
I didn't forget the party.
Yeah, the party was. It was. Emisi
was well.
I agree with you that at the very beginning, a lot of people did not really understand her. But if you actually watch the show, Emisi will grow on you.
Yes, she grew on me because coming in my day one fave, you guys will not believe it. I don't want to admit
I would believe it. Just say it.
When they all walked into the house, I liked Ortega. And it's not something I want to admit.
Please.
But and the reason why I love his outfits is that looking good is enough for me to like you.
Okay, cool.
So when he walked in with that whole regalia, I was like, this guy. I went on Instagram and followed. Wow. As he continued, I was like, yeah, no. Anyways, we have some reactions from the fans going to the fan zone. We have at Michelle Asiedu on X, she's saying, the way Kola analyzes the show makes it difficult to believe his relationship with Emisi or his likeness towards Dede. Oh, that is making it hard for you to believe the relationship with Emisi and his likeness towards Dede. What do we think?
I think Kola is reacting to a situation where he feels he's getting played and he doesn't want to
be played.
He doesn't want to look like a clown on national TV. So
He
he would
already
always,
looks like a clown.
unfortunately,
earlier.
unfortunately, it's a little too late for that. But a lot of, and I think that a lot of him going about and talking to other housemates about it is him trying to check that.
I'm not insane.
Thank you. You know, it can come off as bad, but
I don't think his intentions are bad.
yeah, we can say what is the reason behind what he's doing. He's literally in a situation where the lady he likes is telling him one thing and she's doing something else. If it was you, you would also feel a type of way about it. Let's be fair.
I feel like we can be kinder to these guys.
We
right?
should be kinder.
We don't even have the God eye. We see a lot of the things that they don't see, the conversations that they don't hear. So it's easy for us to say this thing is this way. These guys only have their own perspective.
Let me give you a perfect example now. So imagine the night with Isabella and Coin. Imagine if we never saw it.
Exactly.
And then the next day you're seeing Isabella cook for Coin. You're going to wonder
why she
when
doing
did this
that.
friendship
You understand?
start? Confusion is going to set in. So there's a lot that actually happens in the house. They can't show us everything. But for the sake
It's
of
24 hours,
having an
29
interesting
people.
show, they're going to do the best they can to make sure that we have a good time on the show.
At the same time, I don't get why we criticize game players on a game show for analyzing the game. It's a game. You are supposed to analyze. To come out on top at some point, you should analyze. Emisi's answer to Ebuka when he asked what she felt about Joanna was very... I think I can say right off the bat that's one of the most intelligent things she has done this season. Because she was tense, she was breathing really hard, and she felt like whatever I say now will not be how I truly feel. So if they ask me again when I feel better, I will talk. That is someone that is smart.
Very smart.
You understand? So just cut it to slack sometimes. These people, there's no script. They are not characters. They are real people. There's no script. These people are not acting. They could be, but like they are trying their best to entertain you to the way they feel. They are not getting real-time feedback. So there's
not getting any feedback.
Any feedback. There's no sequel. This is now or nothing.
Literally, and the house is the only feedback that they most likely rely on is the noise on Sunday. When Ebuka is on stage and they start
hearing people's names.
What now happens is obviously when Ebuka goes off, you guys don't know what happens in the house. That period, somebody will now say, Omo, when they called your name, everybody was shouting.
That pressure.
Now other people are now thinking, oh, people are not talking about me. I need to do better this next week.
So that they can...
Ebuka didn't ask me a question. Nobody's talking
about me. Interesting. Exactly.
So all these things that happen, that's the only time they can connect to the outside world. So all these things happening also mess with them as well.
Frankly speaking, with Glory, Elijah says, listen to Thelma. You would think she's innocent. Thelma starts all this fight and comes to the diary room to act like the victim. What do you guys think?
Leave Thelma Lawson alone. What fight is she starting? I don't remember one. What those fights?
It's like an instigator kind of thing.
Is that a bad thing though? I don't agree. But if she is, what is the noteworthy thing about that? If she's instigated, I think everyone has instigated at some point.
It's Glory Elijah. I mean, I had to say that.
What scenario is she referring to? Is she referring to the discussion Thelma was having with Mide about Zita being right and Big Soso asking Mide to take off her wig?
But it's not instigating though. That is informing her. That's giving her because Zita is crashing out to Big Soso and the rest, right? About the things they're saying. Midi didn't understand, and Thelma is making her understand that this is what Zita says happened. That they're always concerned that they don't see your natural hair. I don't think that's instigating.
Yes. What do you think, Adekunle?
I don't rate the person.
Oh my God.
Who don't you rate?
Glory Elijah.
Yeah.
Because what do you mean?
I was going to say that the opinion is very invalid.
Very, very invalid, man. There hasn't been any scenario in the house that backs up this thing.
Him out.
Okay.
I don't think she has honest opinions about things. She's very here and there. I'll leave it at that.
Right. All right, so let's move on to Echo. Hey, school. I said Echo. Echo Naija 1_ on X. He says, Diddy saw Coin and Isabella sleeping together when she came in the morning. That's why she's sad. She came in like an hour before they woke up. So like now that you've said this now, what should we now do?
Just watch the show. Just
Bro.
don't watch the show from clips online.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get the full story to anything.
Watch the real show. Sit down like Dami does and watch the show.
What if she was really sad though?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? Because people are saying,
Nothing
Dede.
is wrong with that, but I just want to hear your opinion. What if?
So now people are saying that Dede doesn't really like Coin or Kola or who's the third fish? Jason J. Wait. No, I don't mean that in a derogatory way. That's what we call them, the three fishes. It's not a bad thing, right? At least
That's the exact same thing Dede said. And look at where we are today.
Exactly.
Well, anyways, so like now that she's not showing I'm not saying she's jealous, but like now that you think she's being jealous, doesn't that validate that she actually does like Coin?
If
But
we all
nobody knows
agree
if she's
that
sad.
Dede is playing a game and we love our game, what does it matter if she's sad or she's jealous or anything? At the end of the day, it's still a game.
And the jealousy could also still be game. So let's like I
How
think
do we even know she's sad now?
Maybe she came in like this.
She just
Yeah,
sat
I
on
don't
her
know.
own. I mean, I think it's a very interesting thing. One thing that I've learned from watching this season and seeing reactions happen in real time is I've come to the conclusion that everybody takes this show in different forms. We
Yeah.
can
Right.
all be seeing the same thing,
And
but our takeaway is completely
perspective.
different.
Different.
Right.
I used to be so, no, you guys are getting it wrong. I want to make you understand. I need to explain this thing to you. But I've also realized that there's no amount of explanation I'm going to give. People would always see what they want to see. People want to hear what they want to hear. People love who they love.
regardless.
And there's nothing you can do. And I hear it, right? It kind of takes away the experience if you're trying to talk people out of what they believe in. So let people enjoy their delusion. Just understand at the end of the day, it's still a game. Don't take it to the part where you're now collecting curses on your name and your family name
For
because of the
nothing.
show. There's no point to that.
It's something that he said. Like one thing I've realized is I think it's a people thing, right? Outside Big Brother, just generally, ever since I have started like having conversations that is filmed on camera and is shown on social media, I've realized that no matter what I say and how clear I try to put my opinions, people will take out whatever. I know perception is important, especially in the business that we're in, but don't worry too much about it because people, you can say Obi is a biro and people say, what do you mean? Is Obi not a pen? You understand? So perception is important, yes, but like if you worry too much about it, you would experience life a lot less than you should have been experiencing it. All right, guys. So moving on, let's go on to a segment I like to call the Indomie Nuggets. We have reality TV royalty with us here on set in the studio, and let's hear what you have to tell us.
So I think this is for the ex-housemates because what I've realized is nobody really has advice for them. And it's also because if you've not been in their shoes, you don't really know what to say.
Yeah.
So for the guys who are in this season and maybe previous seasons who have come out and you're kind of finding it difficult to balance yourself, I'll tell you one thing, right? You can take advice from the fans, but don't hold on to it. Don't make serious life decisions from what the fans tell you because the fans have never been in the house. They don't understand what you're going through. When they're dragging people back and forth, the fans have fake pictures on their display pictures. Their handles are nicknames. So at the end of the day, the insults are not really doing anything to them. But it's your name, it's your face. You're the one that is getting it. And that would affect you. So if you're struggling, you don't know what to do next, I would honestly advise that you reach out to people who have shared the same experience with you. So people who you think that, I like what this person is doing. This is the line that I think this person is towing. I want what this person has, or, I want to be in the same space with this person. You can reach out to them and I can tell you something for free. Ex-housemates are always willing to share. So it shouldn't be a case of we are seeing each other as competition. We are, honestly, we are in this thing together. When fans start pitting housemates against each other, it honestly doesn't make any sense because you can imagine how much more we can all do if we come together. So if you come out and you're finding it difficult and fans are saying, do this to chase clout, do this to be relevant, is a lie. You're already famous. Whether you have the followers or not, you've gone on the biggest reality show in Africa. There's nothing anybody wants to tell you. You're already famous. What now matters is what you do next. If you don't have a solution, if you don't have an answer right away, it's okay. Pause. Take time, figure it out because this thing is for life. You don't want to make a mistake now and then have to start correcting yourself when it's too late. So seek advice. Don't rush into anything, and God is your strength.
All right, you heard it here first. Talk to somebody, because if the fans have not experienced what you've experienced. So.
Right.
All right, guys, we've come to the end of another spectacular episode of the Big Brother Banter Show, brought to you by Pulse, proudly sponsored by Indomie. Thank you so much, Indomie, for keeping the lights on, providing us deliciousness on and off screen. Guys, if you want to come on the show, it is very easy. All you have to do is go to our social media platforms at Pulse Nigeria 247. Tell us. Don't tell us anything. Just tell us, please, I want to come on the show. Like, this our lady here, begged me so that she'd be on the show. I'm joking. Anyways, guys, so all of us in the studio are saying bye-bye.
Bye,
See you next week.
guys.